the hate army
Big
troll.
It's the hate army,
bro. Hate army.
Shout out to hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
What's up, everyone? Good evening. Welcome to my late stream, and welcome to something a lot more relaxing, thankfully. Just so everyone knows, Street Fighter today, it wasn't great. It's kind of par for the course at this point. Sometimes I do have a better stream, but most of the time it's just frustration. Basically, at master level, there's no variety. The game is incredibly boring now. I play the same exact characters almost 90% of the stream. It's just, I want to go to sleep. It sucks. I don't know what they did to this game, but they made it so most of the player base all picks the same characters. I mean, it's arguably worse than when it was mostly Ken. Now it's Ken, Cammy, Honda, Ken, Cammy, Bison, Akuma. That's it. You know, I think today I had less than 7 matches that were different characters than those 4. So, yeah, it was pretty boring. I don't even know what to say. It was darn boring. Tomorrow night will be different. Tomorrow night, I'm actually doing a lobby with Brian. So if you liked that variety gameplay that I did with Brian a couple times over a month ago, we're going to do another one tomorrow night. Friday Night Fights. He returns for us to face off with various different characters, okay? And I will be picking other characters. It will not just be Bison. I will pick Bison a little, but I'm going to go back to all my other characters for variety. Man, I need the variety at this point. You know what I mean? I'm so bored of doing the same thing over and over. You had fried rice with a crispy pork belly and curry for dinner, Derek? Cool. I had homemade tuna salad sandwiches on thick-cut Texas toast bread made with fresh dill, as well as some relish and other things in it. And then I had diced plum tomatoes with spicy pickle chips on that sandwich. It was huge. It was like this big. It was something quick because my wife had come home from work but didn't have much time to cook, so it was just something she whipped together fast. I was like, wow, this is good with the fresh stuff I put on it. It actually was really good. What is Texas toast? It is very thick-cut bread with a slightly thicker crust than standard bread. Now, there's different ways to make it. I've seen ways where the bread has a different flavor and consistency. I've seen people just say thick-cut white bread is Texas toast. It's not. But they say it. But anyway, Texas toast is good. It's very thick-cut toast, and I toasted it in my toaster, which made it crispy on the outside. It was very tasty. FYI, you guys know the deal that these Stardew streams are very interactive. I'm happy to talk with you guys about various topics during them. I like that about them. So I hope some of you will be here to hang out while others will be here to talk about the game. I like that mix. Please support the stream tonight. That's another thing about the Street Fighter streams. Not only are they getting very repetitive and boring because the game is terrible at Master Rank, but also the support was awful. This is the second straight Street Fighter 6 stream that support's been pretty bad. So I don't know what else to say. I guess people are tired of Street Fighter 6. I don't know, I guess we're going to have to go back to either rotating characters around or I don't even know what, So it is what it is. If anything, what I've kind of exposed is that the game isn't very good at a competitive way unless you go to offline tournaments. Online, it's just not good. Too many idiots doing exactly the same gameplay. It just makes it so boring at top level that you just don't want to play it anymore. So that's life, I guess. People take the easy way out and do easy things to try to get ahead because they're dumb. No brains, no originality, no desire to better themselves. So it ruins everything, including competitive fighting games online anyway. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, it was a slow stream for support. I didn't even hit $30. No. So if you could support the stream tonight, I'd appreciate it. I always try to hit the tier 1 goal of $50 on any stream. It would be great if we could hit it tonight since I didn't do it earlier. You guys know the deal with the rewards. If we happen to hit $100 tonight, that would be great because then I would wear a hat. And, there's so many hats that fit Stardew, including the straw hat for farming, the fisherman's hat for fishing. Someone actually said in the game later on, you can actually get a knight's hat too, which I didn't even know. That's kind of neat. Also, a quick reminder, tomorrow we're doing a new game. Tomorrow we're trying this Kumitsu Gami game. Whatever it's about, we're trying it tomorrow on the day stream. It is a Game Pass release tomorrow, so we'll see what it is. See if it's any good. Everyone says visually it's great, but I don't know what the gameplay is like. Visually I'd love to see it. I'm gonna actually play it 4K on my Xbox Series X. Hopefully it runs well, so that'll be nice. But I wonder, if it's something that's as fun to play as to look at, right? I guess we'll see. And again, tomorrow night we're doing Friday Night Fights, but we're not doing ranked play. I'm actually going to do a lobby with Brian. We're going to play all different characters against each other for variety's sake, and and hang out and talk a little bit, and hopefully have a good time. A little bit better than the ranked play I've been doing recently that has gotten so boring. What a shame that it got boring like that, really. I mean, I barely had fun today. Like I said, I was saying to everyone, 3 hours of gameplay of Street Fighter today. I think 4 people I enjoyed playing, because each one of them was smart and good. It was a shame because one of them was the last match and I was tired. I couldn't really, hang. I couldn't really pay attention. I was all exhausted. But the other people, like, there was a really good Ed. There was a really good, who was it? Oh, now I'm having a brain fart. There was, Jamie. Yeah, there was a really good Ed, a really good Jamie. There was a really close and awesome Zangief match where we actually double KO'd. The first time I've ever seen the actual set double KO'd. So we both lost. How stupid is that? You're in a ranked match, it's a double KO, both people lose points. What? Why? Why'd we both lose points? Right? No, we're not playing Street Fighter 6 on Saturday for Jade's birthday. As I already explained, we're doing Friday Night Fights tomorrow night. That's, and I already picked the color that Jade wanted for Bison today as well. A Squire's helmet? Wait a minute. Really? That's Dumas's helmet, guys. That's this. That's literally in the game. Someone was saying this is in the game. It is. So the Squire's helmet is in the game. If we ever happen to hit the Tier 2 Tip Skull, you guys want the Squire's helmet, it actually corresponds to the game now. It's the same color and everything. It's literally metallic with a red mohawk. What were the chances it would be exactly the same? Yeah, there's the emo. What were the chances it was exactly the same? Wow, that's complete coincidence. All right, well, this is a good opportunity to split the part. When I come back, we'll have another hour here of Stardew Valley. I hope that you guys are enjoying. I will see you soon. Okay, I have to pee. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to run and use the restroom. I'll be right back, and then we'll continue, guys. Now, guys, listen. Earlier today, I had an incredibly slow Street Fighter stream. I didn't even make 30 bucks. Here we are halfway through Stardew, and we're stacking up to have another incredibly slow stream. I don't know what's going on. These streams were doing well. People were liking them. People were supporting them. I didn't change. It's the content's still the same. It's good. I don't know what to tell you. If you could support tonight, I would really appreciate it. It would be great to not have an insanely bad day. So if you like the stream, please support it in some way. I'll be right back. All right. We ready to resume, guys? No, there's that. I love the excuses. Oh, I heard there's an internet outage across the country. That's probably why. No. No. That's not why. That's not why it's a slow day. There's no internet outage all day. Yes, I'm sure. That's, of course, what it is. No. No, I'll be honest. We started playing this, what? 3 weeks ago? A month ago? And I think it was something fresh and interesting and cool when I started playing it, right? And I still like it a lot. I'm enjoying, now we're in the 3rd season. And it's still new stuff being added and stuff. But there was a few people who really liked it, who at first were coming by every stream supporting it, and they stopped. You got one person who sadly is a very impressionable, gullible person, gets messaged by one of my detractors, and immediately must feel special that someone's going out of their way to message them. Believes every word the detractor says, and then literally says, I'm going to now do everything I can to, like, hurt Phil and his viewers and stuff. It's like, what? What is your problem? You're nuts. Like, if a detractor messages you and you change your entire attitude towards someone, literally because someone sent you a DM, you should probably seek medical help. Like, speak to a professional about that. If you're sitting here enjoying the content, and we have a good rapport, and we're hanging out, and you like everything I'm doing, just because someone messaged you with a bunch of slanderous lies that you believe because you're gullible, like, you should go seek professional help. So I think that's what happened is there was a couple people who really liked this and they supported it at first, but you know, they're not going to be here every time. And then there's one or two people who, sadly, a lot of people, you know, my detractors really want to try to create drama for me. So what they do is they go out of their way to try to make supporters not like me anymore. So first they try to essentially recruit them, and if they can't recruit them, then they harass them, dox them, and do other underhanded awful things, you know? So I think that's what's happened, sadly, with the Stardew streams. If you remember, when we started playing this a month ago or whatever, these were my most supported streams I was doing. Remember that, right? I was making like tier 2 tip skulls every night. These were like my big things while I was playing other games that weren't doing so well. This was actually supporting everything. Now it looks like it's completely flipped. And if that's the case, then I probably can't play Stardew that much anymore. Like if we're going to have nights where I'm making $15 an entire night, then I have to play other games. We have to move on. Okay? So let's see how it goes for the rest of tonight. Certainly I hope it picks up. I don't know if it's going to. But if it doesn't, then we have to reevaluate. You know, we just have to. We have to start doing different things. Yeah, I know. It's sad because I hate to say it, I'm not doing anything. If you haven't noticed, I'm doing the same content. I'm hanging out with you guys. I'm having a good time. We're interacting. Other people's attitudes change because of outside factors that I don't control. The quality of the stream has not gone down. I haven't streamed less frequently. In fact, it's stayed, despite the fact that I have a lot of stressful things going on in my life right now, I've stayed consistent with the content I'm putting out. I've done my best. Yeah, there's been a few times when I had to shuffle things around, but I'm doing my absolute best to try to stay here and be here and put out the content that you guys have been asking for. And like I said, at first Stardew, everyone loved it. So what happened, right? How do you get such a flip where now it went from the most supported stream I was doing all week to this? And by the way, if you remember, I didn't take advantage of that either. Like when at first it was doing super well, I was like, now I could easily just play Stardew nonstop like every night, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to milk people for support just because it's doing well. We're going to have a balance, and that's what I did. Right? I had a nice imbalance over the course of the month, so that way it wasn't overload. It didn't feel like I was trying to take advantage of anyone, you know. I was trying to be fair, and, you know, I don't know. I guess being a nice person and trying to do the right thing always blows up in my face. Right? Maybe I should have just played this nonstop. Right? Since now it looks like it's dying out. It sucks. I like this game. Don't get me wrong. I really like it. But just to forewarn everyone, yeah, I cannot have a game where every time I play it, I make 10, 15 bucks. You know, and that's why with Street Fighter, it's also looking like with Street Fighter, we've hit that point. So it looks like that might have to be phased out a bunch too and find other things to do. You know, and it sucks. I like Street Fighter, but I got to do things that are going to pay the bills. This isn't just my hobby. This is also my job. I have a family I'm trying to support. I have to be doing the right thing for everybody, you know. So Stardew was for a while, but now it looks like, sadly, things are changing, you know. And that's not good. I like the game, but this is why games get phased out and stuff. You know what I mean? This is exactly why. Okay. All right, let's continue. Well, for those of you who have chilled tonight, thank you. I did enjoy the stream, and it did relax me a bit after the stress of stuff going on in my real life and also with Street Fighter earlier today. This was still a relaxing stream. Would have been nice if we could get the support back that we had for it, but I guess not. I guess what's going to end up happening is this is now going to be like a late night chill stream we do like once a week. I don't know what else to do. You know, I got to do other stuff. I got to be doing stuff that people are going to show up and support. So probably, I'm thinking maybe we don't even do this again this week. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how things go this week with everything else. Street Fighter will stay in the mix. I don't know if I'm going to play it as much considering that again, we're getting way less attendance and support for Street Fighter now. So maybe we're going to cut down on that too. Maybe it's time to start looking for new stuff. Again, there's many things we could have been doing new. We kind of opted out of doing new stuff because people liked the stuff I was doing. But now it looks like, sadly, that is ending. Actually, that's not true. Yes, Jordan was supporting this game at first, but only that first week. Like, that first week Jordan was here and he tipped a bunch, then he got into that cheer war, and since then he actually wasn't supporting it at all. He wasn't even showing up. This game was doing well even after Jordan stopped showing up. Tonight is the first night significantly that, like, for some reason, support has been real slow. This is literally the first time. As much as you want to say that and try to, oh, this is why, this is the justification, it's not really true. It's just like everything. I've been playing this for a month now. We're over 20 hours in. So when I hit that time, any game usually, this is the time that, like, stuff starts to slow down, and that's okay. I'm okay with it. I really like the game. I want to keep playing it. Oh, this will be the last cast, by the way. I really like the game. I want to keep playing it, but I can't do it 2-3 times a week if we're going to make... Well, we did a little better. That other tip came in, but you see my point? I got to play things people are going to want, and people are going to come and support, and, you know, some games, they work extra long-term. I would say the only chill game we played that worked extra long-term, probably Minecraft. Minecraft usually worked almost every time. There was a couple times when it was a little slow, but for the most part, Minecraft always seemed to work. Even Bassmaster had slower streams. It really did, you know? I think we're going to have a lot of fun with Flight Simulator later this year. Because Flight Simulator was really good when we played it years ago on Game Pass. And this new one probably is going to have great graphics and everything, which I think will be really sweet. Okay, so that's it. Next time around, we'll see what happens here. But I probably want to upgrade the bait bin a little more. Probably get the moss, do that. And outside of that, I'm actually not sure. I don't know what kind of progress we're really doing or if we're doing well or not. I'm actually confused about it. Because it just seems like there's so much to do. And it's like, so I am upgrading as much as I can. But listen, I didn't get the barn yet. So I don't have the animals. I don't have the pig or anything like that. I haven't gotten literally zero relationship stuff with any of the people. Like, if you take a look here. Look, my levels are doing really good. My fishing's almost maxed. But look at my relationships. I don't have time to do it. I just don't have time to do anything with the relationships because I'm so busy always doing everything else. So that's my big shortcoming right now, I would say. Absolutely, that's my shortcoming. So that kind of sucks. I wonder what happens when you max out Dudley. I wonder. We're almost there. But cool. But yeah, all right. Well, good stuff. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Thanks for chilling. I'm gonna ask. Oh, you want me to check to see if it made bait? Yep, it did. So we'll play again later this week. Number one, we'll try to figure out and regroup what we want to do. And number two, it would be great if we can get more support. If you're someone who watches this on demand, maybe you do support usually and you just weren't around tonight, just FYI, you can see it was the slowest night I've done it. So it sure would be great if we can get more next time so we get it back going. It kind of sucks. I mean, tonight, I got the Knight's hat. I'm like, oh, look, guys. I have the real Knight's hat right here. It's literally exactly the same. But then I was like, wait a minute. We haven't actually hit the goal, the tips goal for the hat for this in ages, right? So, yeah. All right. But anyway, guys, I still like it as a chill game. We're definitely going to keep it in the rotation. I'm definitely not going to drop it or anything. But I just may have to cut back on how much we play it, depending on what happens. All right, but thank you guys. Good stream tonight. Everyone who chilled with me, thank you. You were great and interactive. I had a great time. I actually relaxed a bit, which was good. And until next time, which is early next week, I think like Monday night. Peace out. Okay. Yeah, guys, it is what it is. You know, this sadly happens with many games that I play. That at first they turn out really good and popular, and you get a core audience that comes and supports. And I don't know what happened with this one. And no, it wasn't just Jordan. That's ridiculous. Saying that is just completely false. Jordan was big and supportive of this game around like the first week. There was a night or two he tipped a lot, and then there was a night where he did a cheer war. But outside of that, like, he hasn't even been around for the last couple of Stardew Valley streams, and they were still doing good. So, guys, have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out. Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Thursday, the 18th of July, 2024. Let me put it this way. This is going to be an important Daily Wrap, all right, for a couple of reasons. Basically, both games that I played today, at one point, were really popular and or were really bringing in attention and support. And today kind of was eye-opening for multiple different reasons. So let's get right into it. We need to figure out what to do moving forward. Podcast today was loaded with stuff. Talked about my day off, talked about game news, hung out with the audience. It was a pretty good one. I also had to do laundry because Jasper had barfed all over the sheets in the morning. My wife was not home today, so I was running and constantly having to get the sheets to wash. Uneven load kept hitting the stupid washer because I had to wash not only the sheets but the mattress pad as well because he had really gone to town on the bed this morning. So that was it was a pretty funny podcast in that regard. But outside of that, we went into Street Fighter 6 today. Now, here's the deal with Street Fighter 6. I've been playing with Bison for a month now, like ever since he came out. Not a month yet, close to a month, right? It was the end of June when he came out. He's still by far my best character. I actually think like I'm better with him than any other character. I'm hanging around that 1,500 points. You know, I'm like 1,550 to 1,580. It goes up and down amount of ranking points with this character. Today was the worst stream I've done with him, not because of wins and losses, because of the quality of gameplay that Capcom has created at the master level. Sadly, what Capcom did is they made easy mode characters in Street Fighter 6 where if you just learn a pattern, you can get to master and basically hang around there. There's no intelligence to these people who play. They're dumb. I mean, I'm not trying to like personally insult them. Their gameplay is really dumb. It's just, they know a pattern, they execute it perfectly, they win. Or they guess right, they win. If they make a mistake, you win. If you can stop the pattern without making a mistake like one dropped input, you'll win. But it's a gamble. So when you play these people, you're literally like rolling the dice and gambling at a casino. You're not really playing a fighting game. You're doing a mini game that's boring, okay? And it would be one thing if Ken and Cammy weren't so prominent. But to give you an example, today I played for 3 hours. I kid you not, probably 80 to 85% of my matches today were either Cammy, Ken, Akuma, or Bison. Actually, there was far less Bison today. There was way more Cammys, way more Kens, and Akumas than anything else. And when I'm playing for 3 hours and I'm playing a good amount of people, and the vast majority of matches are exactly the same, it's boring. It doesn't even matter if I win or lose, it's just boring. When you watch Street Fighter, you're expecting, oh man, there's going to be some Blankas, some Hondas, some Dalseems in there, some JPs, some Kimberly, some Jamies, some Giles, some Juries. So, you know, I can keep going. Just think about how many characters are in this game. We fought the same 4 characters. Actually, today it was 3. We fought the same 3 characters for like 2.5 out of 3 hours. It was so fucking boring at the master level. And this is what Capcom has created by making the game too easy to play at that level for scrubs. It's Capcom's fault. It's not the players' fault. The players have found a way to essentially get to the master level and stay around 1,500 points by playing this easy mode pattern. No actual knowledge of how to play fighting games. No fundamentals at all. Just play the pattern and get wins against half the time because it's gambling. Again, it's just guessing, gambling. It's shitty. You know, top players will not do it on purpose. They know they could, but they know that it cheapens the game to play like that. So they don't. They actually try to play with intelligence and mix up skill and do uniqueness. The best way I can describe it is this. Back in the day when you played Street Fighter, okay, everyone had a unique way to play the character that they were the best with, right? One Blanka would be hyper-aggressive, jumping around, comboing you. Another Blanka would be more defensive, staying back and trying to trick you into doing counter hits and setups. Then you'd have a Dalseem, right, who would just be all projectiles. Then you'd have another one who actually would do different little throw ticks and traps and things instead. You'd have a Chun-Li that's ultra aggressive jumping around, then one that would stay back and just throw fireballs. You could do that in old Street Fighter. In Street Fighter 6, literally every fucking person plays Ken and Cammy identically. Because that's what wins. That's the meta. And that's sad because it makes the game boring. It's exactly what happened in Street Fighter 5. Every character was played like that in Street Fighter 5. That's why Street Fighter 5 was by far the worst, most boring Street Fighter ever made. But in Street Fighter 6, at least, when you're not talking Ken or Cammy, and to some extent Akuma, there's variety in the gameplay. Take a look at when I'm playing Bison. I'm trying to innovate and do different things. I'm purposefully trying to do setups with head stomps, the devil reverse, different tricks than what the pros are doing. I know what the pros are doing. I know how effective it is. I could play exactly like that. I don't want to. I'm trying to learn other things that will innovate and make my gameplay feel different from what the pros are doing. I just don't want to copy them every game. I want to actually improve upon it, or maybe do something different that people don't expect. That's not what these people do online at Master. They literally get to Master with Ken and Cammy, and they just do the pattern, and they'll never get higher rank. Like, they never will get past like 1,500 or so points. But I guess they don't care. I guess when you're ignorant of what fighting games is supposed to be, you just don't care. You just sit there sitting at Master and think that you're hot shit or something. The problem is someone like me, who only gets to play this game 2-3 times a week, doesn't get to invest a ton of time into it. I get stuck playing these people endlessly. Endlessly. And then when I do get a few good matches, like there was a really good Ed today. There was a really good Jamie today. There was actually a match with a Zangief. We got double KO in the end of the match. It was a double KO. It was like, what? Seriously? He won run around, I won the second, the third was double KO. I've never seen that before. The match just ended with no winner. I was like, huh? So there's some stuff there that was really neat. The problem was that was like 10% of my stream. The rest was insane boredom, because these people suck, and Capcom made the game too easy for these people to get there and just sit there like a lump and not learn Street Fighter. So I can't fix that. And it doesn't matter who I use. Whether it's Bison or a Blanca or somebody else, Honda, I'm going to face the same thing. Every time I play Master level rank, it's going to be the same. I don't play enough to get past the level I'm at in any regular fashion. Like, for example, if I really grinded with Bison for 2-3 more months, I'd probably reach 1,600, 1,700 points and stay there, because then I'd be past that level of scrub. The problem is I don't play enough. Only playing this 2-3 times a week, I'm not playing enough to get enough points to get past it. I'm just not. I would have to get a day where I get lucky and I don't play those fucking stupid pattern players, and I play like 10 good people in a row, and I'd gain points, and then I'd be out of there. But I don't have that kind of luck. I always end up facing a zillion Cammys and Kens and Akumas, and you can't get past it. So bring his dirt. I actually like, it's actually getting to the point where it's annoying. Like, I don't want to play anymore, because I don't want to fight those 3 characters. I've fought them too much. It's boring as shit. Just not entertaining to play, nor for you to watch. So, this not only constituted a stream that really wasn't very fun, it also, again, was a second straight Street Fighter stream that was not well supported. I didn't even hit 30 bucks in tips. Very few super chats. I don't even think we got a new member today. Nothing. At all. So now, I put all this effort into trying to get better at Street Fighter, because that was the discussion we had a couple months ago, was the only way I'm going to get better is to focus on one character. I've now played Bison for like 25 hours. I've gotten good with him. I'm definitely getting better and improving, and now the attendance and support has fallen off, and the fun is gone. So what do I do? You know, I feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place. If I play too many variety of characters, I never get good enough to hang with anyone, right? I just get spanked constantly at Master, so I hit Master and it's a waste of time. Now I'm stuck and I can't have fun with the character. If I play enough with the character to do well, now we're faced with the fact that Capcom fucked up, made it too easy to abuse certain strategies with these characters, and now you have morons, scrubs, dominating a Master rank that's boring as shit to play in and watch. So I can't fix the game. Like, the problem now is the game itself, not me. You know what I mean? Unless I literally play Street Fighter every day for 2 weeks straight, I'm not going to get out of this ranking. I'm going to be stuck. And yeah, it makes it even more frustrating when this is my first stream of the week, and it's a dud, you know, when it comes to people. Usually you get more viewers, less viewers today, and support was pretty dead. So I don't know what to do to fix that. You know, like, I want feedback. I don't know what you think I could do to fix it, if I even could. But yeah, it was pretty disheartening. Now, to make matters even worse, tonight was a late night chill stream in Stardew Valley. And this typically was the stream that we would do after a stressful day and have fun. And we did, by the way. It was 2 hours of fun, lots of progress. It's the fall now. We planted all new crops, started harvesting them, got really deep in the mine. We're actually past level 100 now. I think we're like 105, and we're almost to the bottom, which apparently is level 120. We're seeing new things in the mine. That's cool. Completing community quests. Actually got to do my first fishing trip, which was nice, because we hadn't fished at all in the fall so far. So we got stuff done, but awful support again. And this is the first Stardew stream where we didn't even come close to hitting a tier 1 tips goal. Super chats, not even good, and 0 members. So we went from Stardew Valley being my most supported streams of the week. Like, no exaggeration. People were coming out in droves saying, wow, this is great. Phil's playing this. We've all loved it for 7-8 years, and now it's cool to see him finally play it. And it's faded away. and I don't know why. People haven't said the gameplay's bad. People haven't said my commentary's bad. People still like hanging out with me. So what happened? It's nothing that I've changed, okay? And before someone said, oh, it was only one person, completely false. In fact, there was one person who was very supportive of this the first week. They tipped a bunch, and they actually got into like a cheer war. And then they have been gone and haven't even attended a Stardew stream in like 2 to 3 weeks. So that's baloney. But it is, I don't know what to, I think you want my opinion. People like it, but the appeal of it being new is gone. People just think now it's just going to be a staple of the schedule no matter what. So they don't really worry too much about it. And quite frankly, yeah, you know, this happens with almost every game that I get 20, 30 hours into. People kind of feel like it's samey, right? And then it's like, well, what realistically, what new stuff is happening in Stardew? Nothing. Fishing, there's mining, there's combat, there's farming. Yes, there's more stuff to do apparently, but the game is so heavy on micromanagement, it may be dozens of hours before I get to do new stuff, right? So, you know, it is what it is. I still like it. I would like to keep it in the rotation, but I can't play it 2-3 times a week if I'm going to make, you know, $20 all night. I just can't. I know I have to do things on my streams that are going to pay the bills. I can make a living. Today was not a very good day at all for that. Like I feel like today was very disheartening in that regard, and I need feedback on what to do. Should I reduce the amount I play Street Fighter? I moved Street Fighter to day streams so we can make more progress with Bison. Do I just move it back exclusively to night streams again? Do I now balance day streams as different games? Because we're going to finish Riven this week, so maybe I have a balance between Street Fighter and Stardew, and even maybe not Stardew, maybe only once a week I play Stardew, and we start something else at night, and I balance with Street Fighter, and then the day streams could be other stuff. Tomorrow there will be something new, which we're going to talk about in a second. But I really need feedback right now. I'm nervous. I can't have all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all my support dry up because people are upset with the games or whatever. I didn't do anything. There's no drama going on. No one's upset with me as far as I know. But nothing's changed. Maybe it's just one bad day. And if that's the case, fine. But this is now 2 straight streams of Street Fighter that have been like this. Okay, so that's starting to now establish a pattern. And that's what makes me nervous. This is the first time this happened with Stardew. Is this going to continue to happen with Stardew? I don't know. So I would love feedback on what's going on. And if you have suggestions for improvement or suggestions of something to do different, let me know. Tomorrow night, we're doing something different with Friday Night Fights. Brian is returning for our 3rd ever Street Fighter 6 lobby. It's going to be fun. I'm going to try to get the Discord chat going again. This time around, supposedly you can do it right on the PlayStation 5 console. I'm not sure how. I might have to look it up because I guess they changed it since the last time I did it. But we're going to do a lobby where we go through all the different characters. No, I'm not just going to play with Bison. In fact, I want to use Bison against him. I want to see how I fare with my Bison against Brian. But I want to use my other characters as well. You know, this will be a good opportunity, finally, for the first time in a month, to play as all my other characters again. But it should be fun. And I hope that you guys will join me for that. It should be a good time. Tomorrow night on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Hopefully people will come and support it. I mean, it's variety now. It's not just Bison. So the excuses that, oh, we're tired of Bison, we're tired of the same rank, it's going to be different. So I hope that you'll come by for that. Okay? So tomorrow, 2 new things in the mix that are very, very different. But I need feedback on what to do. You know, we're going to finish Elden Ring DLC probably Saturday, if not one more stream to beat that boss. We're finishing Riven probably Saturday night. I am bringing Fallout 4 back to the mix, but we don't know if I should do a day or night stream for that. Maybe it should be, you know, Street Fighter at night again. I don't know. I'm disheartened. I thought that we were doing good. I thought we were making progress, and today, to see that people were kind of just annoyed, me too, at the fact that it's the same fights over and over, and Capcom is not really giving a shit about this. I don't know how they could not admit it's a problem when you play all the same fighters over and over, the same characters. It's a game with like 30 characters, right? 20-something? And this is what you have to do, fight the same guy over and over because everyone picks the same character because the game's too easy with those characters. It's dumb. So, anyway, let me know, and we'll go from there. By the way, there is a chance the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection may release this weekend because they rated it. And so, it's EVO weekend. I mean, this would be a great weekend to say, oh, guess what, guys? It's coming out right now. You know, they're actually previewing it tomorrow morning at EVO. They're going to have a stream of it and everything, so they're definitely hyping this up. I get the feeling it's coming out soon. That would be great. That would be good variety. We get to play a bunch of different versus games. rather than me just focusing on Street Fighter 6. It would give some well-needed variety around here, but we gotta see what happens with that. Okay? Alright, everyone, so let's hope for the best tomorrow with Kunitsugami and a lobby with Brian and Street Fighter 6. Please have a good night. See you then. Peace out.
Typically helps me more than anything.